Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to a journey into the heart of sketching. Today, we're going to explore the magical world of shading, where we take a simple, flat drawing and turn it into something truly special. It's like taking a walk through the woods, you see, where the sunlight filters through the trees, creating all sorts of happy little shadows and highlights. We're going to learn 5 essential shading techniques that will bring your drawings to life. Don't worry, there are no mistakes here, only happy accidents. We'll take it nice and slow, and by the end of our time together, you'll be shading with the confidence of a master artist. So grab your pencils, your paper, and maybe even a happy little eraser. And let's get started. Now, our first technique is called blending, or tonal shading, and it's as soothing as a gentle breeze. Imagine taking a soft brush and just whisking away the harsh lines. We're going to use a blending tool, like a stump or even just our finger, to create smooth transitions between light and dark areas. See how the graphite just melts into the paper, creating a beautiful gradient? It's like watching the sun rise over a mountain, slowly revealing all the hidden details. You can use this technique to create soft shadows, like those cast by a fluffy cloud on a summer day. Remember, the key here is patience. Take your time, blend gently, and let those shadows emerge naturally. Isn't it wonderful how a little blending can bring so much depth to our drawings? Our next technique is called hatching, and it's all about using lines to create the illusion of light and shadow. Imagine drawing a row of happy little trees, each one slightly darker than the last. That's what we're doing here, creating parallel lines that get closer together as the shadows deepen. See how the lines create a sense of texture, like the rough bark of a tree or the scales of a fish? The closer the lines, the darker the area will appear. You can even use hatching to suggest the direction of light, like the way the sun's rays hit a field of wheat. Hatching is a simple technique, but it's incredibly versatile. You can use it to shade anything from a simple apple to a complex portrait. Just remember to keep those lines nice and parallel, and don't be afraid to experiment with different line weights. Now, if hatching is like drawing a row of trees, then cross-hatching is like creating a whole forest. We're going to take our parallel lines and add another layer, crossing them over each other to create a richer, more complex shading effect. See how the overlapping lines create a sense of depth and dimension? It's like looking into a deep, mysterious forest with layers upon layers of branches and leaves. You can use cross-hatching to create everything from subtle gradients to dramatic contrasts. And just like with hatching, the closer the lines are together, the darker the area will appear. Don't be afraid to experiment with different angles and line weights. The possibilities are as endless as the forest itself. Our next technique is called stippling, and it's like creating a beautiful mosaic with tiny dots of light and shadow. Imagine a field of wildflowers, each one a tiny dot of color. That's what we're doing here, using dots to build up the values in our drawing. See how the dots create a unique texture, like the speckled surface of a bird's egg or the rough skin of an orange? The more dots we add, the darker the area will become. It's like adding more and more stars to the night sky until it shimmers with 1,000 points of light. Stippling takes a bit of patience, but the results are well worth the effort. It's a wonderful technique for creating realistic textures and subtle gradients. Just remember to keep those dots nice and consistent, and don't be afraid to vary their size and density. Now, our final technique is called scribbling, and it's all about letting loose and having some fun. Imagine taking a walk through a field of tall grass, the wind swirling around you, creating random patterns of light and shadow. That's the feeling we're going for here, using loose overlapping lines to create a sense of movement and energy. See how the scribbles create a unique texture, like the fur of a fluffy animal or the rough bark of a tree? You can use scribbling to create everything from quick sketches to finished drawings. It's a great way to add a touch of personality and expression to your work. Don't be afraid to experiment with different line weights, directions, and even different drawing tools. The key is to relax, have fun, and let your hand flow freely across the paper. Well, friends, we've reached the end of our journey through the wonderful world of shading. I hope you've enjoyed learning these 5 essential techniques as much as I've enjoyed sharing them with you. Remember, there are no limits to what you can create with a little bit of practice and a whole lot of imagination. So, keep those pencils moving, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep having fun. Don't be afraid to try new things, to make mistakes, and to learn from every stroke. After all, that's how we grow as artists. And don't forget to share your beautiful creations with the world. And if you enjoyed this little adventure, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more art tips and tutorials. Until next time, happy shading, my friends.